Oh, you don't want to do your Tiger bit now?
Tiger. Fuck niggas talk about Tiger. Tiger. Huh?
About to get right into the shits.
2018. Fuck is niggas talking about, nigga. Tiger. Drake.
Yo, that's a good That's a good Soulja Boy impression.
The world wasn't hiding from his kids.
Yeah.
I'm calling you Big Draco from now on.
Big Draco.
Yeah, you're definitely Big Draco. Yo, that's funny. Yo, anyways, hey, I'd like to welcome everyone back to the third episode of the Random Notes podcast. Random music commentary with random parental horrors mixed with a lot of random banter. I'm your host, ToneZ, back yet again with two of my co-hosts, Kev and Queen Rean Bean. Yo, everyone, tell me about y'all eventful ass weekend. What's poppin'? What y'all do?
I ain't do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you ain't do shit.
I was in the crib recuperating. You know, it was a hard week at work. Niggas' legs hurt, nigga body hurt, so nigga was just resting.
This your first week back?
Yeah, basically.
Damn, so what they be having you do? Especially in this cold ass weather. Nah, I would have called out all week. You crazy for that?
I'm saying? I'm just at the current project I'm on. Just laying pipe.
Laying pipe? Wait, we still talk about work or?
That is a
talk about work.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
I mean, I do construction, but right now at our job, we laying water pipe. We doing drainage and shit, so we be in the trenches, getting busy.
Okay, I got you. Yo, it's too cold for all of that shit though. Like, how many layers that you have to be outside in? Like 6, 7?
Nah, see, you can't go too hard on the layers because you moving around all day, lifting shit, moving shit around, and you start sweating. You don't want to sweat in this weather. You fucked.
Oh, that shit start freeze. Oh my god, I've never had sweat freeze before. That shit'll be crazy. Like, you probably can.
It opens your pores, and then the cold air gets into your body.
That's how you get sick. My god, that's why you guys are my co-hosts. I swear, y'all definitely put me on the shit. So, Rean, what you did?
I painted. I went to one of those. Wine
and paint joints.
Yeah. It was one of my girlfriend's birthdays, so I was able to get out for that. Amen to her. Blessed.
Did you go to Muse?
I don't think so.
Muse.
Where's Muse?
Where's
one
Muse?
In White Plains. There's one in
Ridge
White
Hill?
Plains.
No. We didn't go there.
Oh. You went to the one in Ridge Hill?
Nah, it was on Central.
On Central. Oh, I got you. Yo, how much did that cost? I really wanted to take someone there, but like how much that cost? Shut up.
I paid $35, but I don't know if that's like how much it always is, or if it was $35 because it was a really big group. Sometimes the bigger the group, the less you pay. So I'm not so sure if $35 is like a set price, or because I was with a big group, if I had a deal. I've never done it.
You was on Groupon?
No, like when she sent us the like text message invitation, whatever, there was like a direct link to the place, and it was just like, here's the code, type it in, blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah. So you're too good for Groupons, what you're telling me? You're too good for deals.
Definitely not. I actually love a sale and I love a deal, and I believe you should not pay full price if you don't have to.
That's a fact. Me personally, this whole week, this week was alright. I mean, I guess I went to this weekend. I watched the games, of course. I watched the Patriots game in Connecticut, actually at a Connecticut bar, and I thought the Patriots were gonna lose, but you never count out Tom Brady because he does amazing work. And watched him win. Watched the bullshit that was the Saints happen. Bullshit that got the Rams into the Super Bowl. I don't know if the listener is gonna know, but next week I don't even know if my co-hosts know, but I remember telling y'all the next week we're gonna have on a special guest, B Rich. I don't know what he calls himself anymore, but Rich James gonna be on the podcast. Yeah, Rich James gonna be on the podcast, and he's a big Rams fan. I'm glad that he's actually gonna be on the podcast too, because I could definitely, no homo, chew him out about what's going on with the Rams, how they won, and I definitely want to go head to head with him and talk about the bullshit that they do not deserve to be in the Super Bowl. So
Rich James, the homie, salute.
Yeah, it's a fact. Salute to Rich James. Obviously, salute to Near Hudson. Salute to Million. Salute to Great October. Also, I want to send a special shout out to my boys that have a podcast as well that shouted us out on their last podcast. That's the Friday Night Gaming Podcast with what are their names again? Scythe and Trigun 411. So, salute to them. Go check their stuff out if you're coming from their podcast. What's going on, everybody? Um, so yeah, let's go right into it today. Unfortunately, we're recording this a little late because of me. So, apologies to my co-host and the audience that's listening. But this is Martin Luther King Day today. So, happy Martin Luther King Day, everybody.
That's a fact.
Yes, happy Martin Luther King Day. Happy birthday to ya.
Hey, there you go.
His birthday is on January 15th. It's not today.
Okay, well, we're celebrating today. We're recording today.
Wait, today's not his birthday?
No. Oh man, dude, y'all need to be educated.
Yeah, come on, son.
No, too.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday is January 15th.
So that's tomorrow. Wait, no, that's not even tomorrow. What the hell is today?
It passed.
Today is the 21st. Dr. Martin Luther King Day is the third Monday of every January. Come on, man, get it together, y'all.
All right, but why? Why do we do that? How come we just don't celebrate his day on his birthday? What is this?
I'm not exactly sure, but maybe it has
I
something
don't know,
to do.
so that people will always know. I guess since they made it a federal holiday, they're giving us the day off. So if we celebrated it on his birthday, that means sometimes it would fall on Saturdays and Sundays, and most people's already off. So I guess if people a day off, we can't celebrate it on his birthday.
Exactly.
I got you. So how come the government made Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday or whatever his day a federal holiday when they killed him?
I don't.
Yeah, a lot of mums. The words there.
I mean, that actually is a good thing. Maybe we could research that. Well, we'll be back Black History Month with the answer to that.
All right, because that shit's crazy. It's like you kill a nigga and then you gonna give him.
Write that down.
Yeah,
why
please.
did?
Yeah, go ahead. All right.
Yeah.
You don't gotta read it to yourself.
That's what I'm saying, right? You don't have to read it to the audience. You can just.
Y'all know it's been an 1800 day. 1800 in 2019. I gotta write it down and I gotta talk so I don't write the wrong words. Y'all are talking. I'm gonna write what y'all are saying.
An 1800 day. What does that mean? Explain to the listeners who don't understand what 1800 is.
Tequila.
Not with that voice. So basically, you don't have a coat, so you're just drinking to make yourself hot so you can go out.
Yo, I am in here right now. I got like 4 or 5 blankets. The area heater is right next to the bed. And I got my 1800 next to me. And I'm still a little bit chilly. I could be warm.
I bet you are. You are.
The draft coming from the air conditioner is crazy.
You gotta take the air conditioner out. You see, you lazy, so you kept the air conditioner in and now you're cold.
I'm not lazy. I have a broken finger. My finger's still broken. All right.
How long does a finger take? Nah, your finger has been broken since the beginning of time.
Yo, my finger has been broken since December 31st, 2018.
You got some weak ass bones. Like, how come? Like, yo, you need to drink some milk.
It's crazy. And I actually am lucky it broke because it broke right next to the ligament. And the doctor told me if it would have bent any harder, the ligament torn. And sometimes
you would have died if your finger bent any harder. That's a fact. So back on this. Go ahead.
You talk about not being lazy. Let's talk about how you got to ride 200 yards away to the motherfucking store. Let's talk about that.
All right, we can talk about that. I want to give a special shout out to Kevin for being a gentleman today and coming to my house and giving me a ride to the bodega because
nice.
Nah, I was in the area, fam.
It is negative 1,000 degrees outside. There's sub-zero temperatures. Kevin was around the corner. He came and drove to the store. So shout out to Kevin Martin.
Yeah, shout out to Kevin for that.
Martin Luther King Jr. is proud of Kevin today because he spread love to his fellow man.
That's a fact. You a man? All right. Anyways,
I'm a
anyways,
human. Fuck up.
yeah. Back on that, I'm glad that you segued back to the Martin Luther King things. That in the ass. For these past however many years Martin Luther King has been dead. The other people who probably listen to this podcast have been kind of exalting him into like an actual king, right? Of like the black people. They've been, oh, that's not Dr. Martin Luther King's way and blah blah blah. How do y'all feel about that? How do you feel about, other people, right? I'm just saying white people, right? Just exalting him into being our like pharaoh, our like king, our guy, our god, and just going back to him whenever some bullshit with us happen.
You
What
know,
right? What right
honestly,
do they have to do that?
Exactly, right? But
Let
that's
us get
good.
I,
our shit off.
Explain.
I don't think I've
Mind your
ever thought
business.
about it.
You never thought about it? Because I usually
Honestly, like
Mhm.
I don't think I've thought about it because when I hear white people try to talk about black issues, like I don't think I even really like y'all can't tell me. So I'm not even thinking about what you have to say. So I don't think I'm
Mhm.
listening enough to even care. Like you can say whatever you gotta say. We know who we look up to. All black people look up to different black people, or
That's a
maybe
fact.
not a black person at all. Because there's Martin Luther King people who believe in, oh, we should sit and protest. You
Non-violent.
got Malcolm X niggas that's like, fuck that. It's time to fight.
By any means
Exactly.
necessary. You heard?
And that's the point. That's the point I was trying to make now, because we've been doing this Martin Luther King thing for the past 60, 70 years, and that's not working. Is it time to go by what Malcolm says and up in arms type of situation, to not ask for equality but demand it?
Some
I
people
think
only
that
respect balance.
I
What
think
happened?
they're right, but I think that neither way is the way to go about it. I think the way to go about it is money. Buy shit. The people who
Mm,
make the rules are the property and land owners. If black people want a fucking voice, we have to own shit. So until we own anything, we are not going to do anything. Like,
It's
unless all the white people decide to feel bad for us,
uh-huh.
which I don't see happening, nothing is going to happen until we own shit. We have to have enough land and control of shit that when they want to change shit not in our favor, it doesn't
Right.
matter because we're going to shut it down. This is our property. You can't do that.
but it's not only owning shit. That's like half the battle. We gotta own
Hmm.
and support our own people's shit. Like, because
But
owning
that's
shit ain't
how
gonna
you
do
get
nothing if we
to
don't
the
got the support of our
ownership.
own
We have to
people.
support each other to get there. You're right.
Yeah,
That's a
that's the
fact.
biggest
But the
thing.
thing, but the thing is, I feel like all right, you make good points, but in order to own shit, you still gotta go to these white banks. You still gotta go to these white land owners.
There's
You still
black
gotta go.
banks
You still gotta
now.
go through all this stuff. All right, there's black banks, but do you even see commercials for shit? Where's a black bank right now in
Harlem.
Westchester? In
Oh,
Westchester.
no. Oh, Westchester. You're right.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go over there. So like all my money's in Chase. That's a white bank. So it's like, and I gotta go to the white man to go get a loan and stuff like that. But that's neither here nor there. Like you said, it should be a middle ground to the situation and getting back our equal or getting actual equality. But I think they think that we've been pacified since Obama was in office, and that's not the case, because shit still look who right after Obama, look who they put back in that seat. So ain't shit changed. But rest in peace, Dr. Martin Luther King and everything, right? So, eh. Anyways, so on to that. It's cold as hell today, right? And luckily, uh, you guys are off. I'm off, and I work in a school. I don't know if inner city kids are off, but this is kind of like, I think they're only off because it's Martin Luther King Day, not because
Yes.
it's cold, right?
Yeah.
This is crazy frigid weather. It's not snowing, so they wouldn't call off on a day like today. But do you think that they should call off on a day like, yeah, should it not be a mandatory school day on a day like today where it's negative wind chill,
Yo,
especially since a lot of kids don't have coats?
being a parent, you
Hmm.
got to go to work, and school is free childcare. So
Exactly.
niggas
That's
Yeah,
a
don't
but
got
fact.
you think like
niggas don't
that
got
because
babysitters.
that's true. But you think like that because your child is never walking outside without a coat unless she was being hard-headed. You know what I'm saying? She has a coat. I see kids come to school shivering because they ass don't have a coat. I have come home on my lunch break,
Mm-hmm.
taken a coat that I don't wear anymore, wash it on my lunch break, and bring it back to a kid because she's coming to school with no coat on and it's too cold to be with no coat.
Right.
So like
All right. Let me play devil's advocate.
to the point you giving kids damn near the coat off your back.
All right.
So,
All right.
it's hard.
All right. So let me play devil's advocate. Whose fault is that the kid doesn't have a coat?
I mean, that's a big question to say because you could
No,
how
it's
deep
not.
are you going to answer that? You could say the mother. You could go as far as to say society.
All right, we're not going to blame
Well,
society for the kids not having a coat. If you
No,
could just
but
go to
I'm
the
just
Salvation
saying,
Army,
it goes
get a
deeper
$2
than
coat.
that. It's not like there's if there's one kid in the building with no coat, we could say that's a mother issue. But when there's enough kids to really be thinking, should we close school? Then I think that's deeper than it's just the mama's fault.
I don't know if it's a closed school situation because, like I said, they have Salvation Army that got $5 coats that'll keep your child warm. It depends. I mean, like if these kids, like you said, the mom situation, right? But if the mom is getting child support, which if they go to DSS, they automatically get child support. What are they spending their money on? What like are they get? Why aren't they spending money on the coats and they going splurging out with their friends, going to buy 800, like what 1800 or whatever, at like
You right.
weekends?
it's not only them splurging though. They could be using the money for that child support money is to support the kid, whether that be
Yeah.
food, rent, if
Yeah, we don't know how these people are
childcare.
budgeting, and not all these chicks are just splurging. A lot of them are really like nickel dime. Like I gotta pay the light bill, I gotta pay the rent. I
That's
don't
true.
have no food in the cabinet. So I think more of these non-coat kids are really their parents don't fucking got shit, than their mothers just chilling.
Listen, I don't know because I don't want to put my whole business out there, but I know a whole lot of people that are on child support. I know a whole lot of females that are on child support, and they live somewhere, and then they got Section 8 paying for their apartment. They don't have to pay too much for anything, and then they also work off the books and stuff. You feel me? So it's not like they don't have money. But I can't speak for all of them because I know single parents aren't a monolith. That everyone has a different situation. I'm just saying if you could go to if you could go to Salvation Army or Goodwill store and get a coat for your kid for $10 or something, there should be no reason why these kids don't have the clothes off their
No,
back.
I
It
feel
doesn't have to
you.
be
I
fly.
feel you.
You feel me? You don't gotta be fly. Just be
You
just
right.
be good with it.
And the coats I'm bringing to the school is fly.
Yeah, see, you don't need no fly coats. You can have a
You know,
1990s.
homegirl that got Miss Bean's coat was looking right.
You see, and yeah, you don't gotta have no fly coat. You can have a 1990s freaking Dallas Cowboys starter jacket, and it's just make sure that that shit is warm. You feel me? That's the point. That's the point for
Yeah.
this. Well, Kev,
This
what you
nigga
feel
said
about that?
nigga said they don't gotta be fly. It could be a listen to the Giants fan. It could be a 1990s Cowboys.
Yeah,
You
right.
ain't
Back when
shit.
they were
You
back when they were
wave that.
good.
You ain't shit.
Yo, you peeped that shade, right? I know you peeped the shade, fam. I'm glad you did. Speak about football. I'm pretty sure that you like. All right, I'm not. All right, I'm not going to stereotype. Do you watch football, Rean, at all?
Um, Not anymore.
Not anymore. Kev,
No,
did you
I
see what happened yesterday?
my favorite sport to watch, but no, I'm not a follower. If I get to catch a game, if I'm somewhere, yeah,
Hmm.
but nah, I don't sit on purpose and watch it anymore.
Okay, I got you, Kev. What about you? You watched the games yesterday?
I didn't watch, but I seen what happened. I'm not really like into football like that anymore.
Hmm.
Especially as soon as the Jaguars weren't in contention anymore. I definitely stopped following it. But I did see some of what went down yesterday.
Hmm. Are you gonna watch? Is everyone going to watch the Super Bowl in 2 weeks?
No, no.
All right. Oh well, alrighty
Yeah,
then.
I hope the
if
Patriots
I have a
lose
Super
though.
Bowl party, you not coming?
I said I'm not watching this. I said I'm not watching it. I'll attend a shindig.
That's what I'm talking about. Yo, yeah. I mean, like, if you having a Super Bowl party, let a nigga know. All right.
We gonna do it live from my house.
Live from your crib. That's what I'm talking about. Live podcast from your crib. Everyone, audience, y'all heard it here first. Now, if she don't do that, it'll be some issues. I want her to get a lot of hate mail. All right. I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on. This is gonna be a special podcast by me. I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on. Promise. But speaking about everything that's going on with the weather, let's talk about the government a little bit. So niggas got their February food stamps early, right? So what do you think
Facts.
is going on? What do you think is going on there?
All right.
Kev
What I'm
said he saw
seeing.
a lot of seafood in the shopping carts.
All right. So I go to the supermarket often just because I don't know. I shop like on a day to day, week to week basis. I don't really shop for the month. Like,
Right. I feel you.
so as I'm in shop right this week, I'm seeing a lot of people just OD splurging, spending all their food stamps. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not extra. It's early. So niggas better reserve some of them food
Me.
stamps because they not getting none next month.
And
Did they get
if
this
you buy
month?
all of that juice, your kids gonna see it, and they not gonna say, "Oh, this juice is for next week." Them little motherfuckers gonna drink all your juice. Hide the juice, moms, if you spent all your damn money.
Like ShopRite was flooded. Like I'm seeing mad people with shrimp, wild new cereals in their car. Like you ain't buying that. Like yo, they acting like they want. They acting
So they
like
got
they
the
want the
on-brand tricks.
yo.
They,
So they got the new cereal that just came out, like the honey bun cereal and the fucking what's the
oh
other
my
cereal?
God, what?
The fucking vanilla wafer banana pudding cereal. Like son, you ain't buying
You
that right
see, I'm gonna be Mr. Conspiracy Theory. Like that's the play. That was the play. Like they knew exactly what was going on. The government let them loose. You get January and February's both in January. We gonna release all these crazy new cereals like Honey Nut, fucking whatever you just said, and then everyone's gonna splurge, use all their money, and now they ain't gonna have nothing next month. Watch.
Yo,
If
people
you're
just
a
need to be
dentist,
smart.
give out some cards at the supermarkets. Listen, dentists, this is your time to shine.
I don't think they're buying that candy. I mean, like,
It don't
A
that shit
lot
is
of people.
sugar. The hell you think that cereal is made out of? It's
listen,
sugar with artificial flavoring and corn to make it solid.
I haven't
But
had
for real though,
cereal in like 5 years.
back to the topic. I think I see a lot of people being mad irresponsible with their food stamps. Like I said, they early. It's not extra. Like niggas is acting like they won the food stamp lottery.
Listen, I if you
You
saying food stamp and responsible,
lobster tail.
I mean, if you saying food stamps and responsible in the same sentence, that doesn't coincide. You feel me? I wouldn't. I don't want
Yes,
to
the hell
stereotype.
it does.
I don't want to stereotype, but I don't think people on food stamps are going to be responsible with anything,
Dog,
especially when it comes to money.
You
if
don't
you
So,
got
think I'd be responsible with a food stamp card?
who you?
Yes.
100% you're not being responsible with a food stamp card, especially if you get a month early in advance and you have to save for that. No, you're not being responsible with your food stamp card, like at all. You can't
I
give a
feel like
nigga
I
all of
feel like
nothing.
I feel like if you got food
Yeah.
stamps more often than not, you probably got a kid or two. Like so, you should definitely
Yeah.
be thinking about your spending and
Oh
being
yeah, of
aware that
course.
February is coming and you're not gonna get food stamps.
I mean, that's a fact. That's a fact. You're not getting food stamps in Black History Month, so there's gonna be a lot of starving Black people. Let's not even talk about that right now,
And
because
they
that's
about to
definitely
cut
the
WIC
play.
off. They about to cut
Black
WIC off.
people don't starve.
W- Yeah, you haven't seen any any of those commercials. All right, let's not talk about that because I don't want
Yeah.
to be too I want to be too flagrant. But you saying Black people don't starve? You saying Black people don't starve? I have a lot to talk to you about off air.
It's gonna be a lot of oodles and noodle meals.
I mean, that's how college kids live anyway. But
And we all gonna have hypertension for the eating all that sodium.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yo, this is the play. This is what they're doing. Like this is the whole play right now. I could put y'all on, but they trying to kill us off again. What do you think this is
They
about?
trying. They never stopped. Tell me when they stopped.
They never stopped, but
They,
they have different ways, and this is a new way. Give everyone their food stamp cards so they can buy all this nasty shit. Like there should be certain stuff that you shouldn't be allowed to buy when you're on food stamps. Definitely not
that
lobster and
all
all
the
that.
time. I don't understand how it's okay to buy candy, chips, and juice, but you can't buy a pre-cooked chicken.
That's crazy.
Yo,
At
So
but
least
as
let me buy some
long as the
beer.
you know,
food is not cooked, you can buy it. Which I you will never explain to me why it's better to buy fucking fruit snacks than a pre-cooked chicken. What if this bitch can't cook that good?
You better fucking learn to cook, nigga. What you talking about?
yo,
Just saying, like
but yo, go ahead,
go
go ahead.
ahead,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Kev. All
Nah,
right, someone go ahead.
I was just saying, like, but do y'all niggas realize what this shit is about though? It's about our dickhead president and a wall, my nigga, a wall that he said Mexico was gonna pay for. I assure you, Mexico's gonna pay for the wall.
Laughable.
Guess what,
Yo,
dickhead?
you're
He's
not.
not paying for the wall.
Wait. I just figured it out. Yo, you ready? You ready?
Ready.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
go
I
ahead.
don't know if I said this. I don't know if I said this last podcast, right? But government shut down because you want a war, right? What's that affect? That affects the FDA, right? So the FDA is not checking none of the foods, right? So what does he do? He gives everyone their food stamps card when the FDA is not checking none of the foods, right? So he's gonna get everyone. He's poison. He's fastening.
Conspiracy
He's
theorists.
fastening the poisoning of everyone that's on food stamps. He's like, yo, all right, government's not checking the food. Here's extra. Here's your February stuff. Go buy some of this sick food. Get y'all all poisoned and
Yo,
everything like that,
bro.
bro.
Our president is such a dick,
That's
my
a
nigga.
sick nigga.
Like
That's a sick nigga.
he gave niggas McDonald's and Burger King and pizza and fucking blamed it on the fucking the fucking Democrats for not
That's
wanting
what
to
he
fund
did.
the war. Like,
Yo,
Yeah.
get the
that's a
fuck
sick
out of
nigga.
here. Like,
Now this is my question.
nigga really
What's up?
Now
tight.
you don't have White House staff or whatever to
Right.
cook or whatever the reason is they had to order food instead of having food cooked there. My thing, he was Mr. Backbone of America. I'm here for the little guy. Why did you go to McDonald's and not a local DC business? I'm sure there are a lot of small
I didn't even think
business
about that.
could have catered that. It would have been decent food and you would have supported a small business in the local area where you're at.
Fam, if I was a member of that Clemson team, I would not be in attendance. Like niggas, he gave niggas candlelight McDonald's and Burger King. Niggas niggas was putting Big Macs in the box on
That
plates.
shit is crazy. You know what it is though? He probably knows that those McDonald's and that Burger King ain't like had all their food frozen since like last June, so they know
No,
those like that shit is good.
That's
he's
blatant disrespect,
fucking
my nigga.
trashy and he likes that shit. So deep down, I don't give a fuck what you say. He can have as much money as he want to have. Money don't make you classy. That nigga be out here eating Big Macs too.
Whoever said he was classy?
He
Yo,
really
Whoever said he was
yo,
classy?
that shit is good food. He really was like, yeah, they're gonna love this shit.
That shit is garbage.
this the last thing I'm gonna say about this fucking pompous lobster
Go ahead.
colored bastard.
Woo, go ahead.
I just hope
Spit your shit.
the Simpsons is right. That's all I'm gonna say. If y'all know about the Simpsons, y'all should know
Uh-huh.
what I'm getting at. I just hope they right about this nigga.
All right,
That's all I'm
all
gonna
right, let's
say.
not talk about that. Well, I feel you on that one. But speaking about all of that shit, there's been a lot of beef, right? Since we're talking about McDonald's and Burger King, there's been a lot of beef this week, right? Oh, y'all like that
Damn.
segue, right? You like that
Yeah.
segue? That shit was dope, right? Y'all saw what happened to the soldier guy, right?
Tiger,
Draco.
Tiger.
Yeah, right. If y'all ain't been living under if y'all been living under a rock for this past week, you know, Soldier Boy or whatever, I forgot what DeAndre Way or whatever fuck Cortez, whatever the
The
hell his
goat.
name is.
That nigga's the
The,
goat.
all right, we could definitely talk about that. He's on a situation, right? He's been going around high off of whatever, high off coke. I don't care. He said that he don't do that.
He
He's
only
definitely
smoke
off coke.
weed, bro. You heard what he said to Cass.
Okay, yeah, you
He
right.
only smoke
True
weed.
high.
You right.
He just yell. I know niggas that yell.
So he's been on this tour. He went to the Breakfast Club. He went to Everyday Struggle, everything, and he's just been
Fuck
going
everyday
ham.
struggle.
Definitely, but he's been going ham. It all started. I want to say last month where he released this console that he said that he's the first rapper to ever create a video game console. Now we could definitely get into that. I just want to hear people I just want
Soldier
to hear you
Game.
guys talk about that Soldier Game console. He has a couple of different consoles on his website. I'm not going to redirect y'all to there, but if y'all want to do
I don't
y'all,
think there's a website anymore. I think it
it's
got
not a
shut down.
website anymore. Yeah, it got shut down. I just want to say that. But if y'all want to do y'all due diligence and Google his website, you will see that it's still not up. The reason why he said that it's not up is because he said that his cameraman, who hates him, hacked his page, and that Shopify will eventually put it up the day of. It's been going on a week and it's still down. I know why. You know why. Let's speak on it.
Yo,
Yeah,
Let's
I
speak
just
about
feel
this
like
real fast.
I
that
just
shit
feel like
cease and desist.
I just feel like niggas is gonna look at Soldier Boy like he crazy because he's Soldier Boy. But if you
hmm
actually listen to that nigga, he got a lot of fucking valid points. There's a lot of validity in what the nigga is saying. Like a lot.
Let's talk. Let's talk about that.
He's backing what he says with facts.
Are
He
these
said the
facts
nigga.
true?
He said
Saying
yo.
what about
He
the
said
game or
yo.
about him being the best, the
I mean,
most?
I can't
What,
speak on. I can't speak on the game, but the nigga said he said Drake stole from him. It's proven the nigga Drake stole from him.
All right, let's talk
okay.
about that. Let's talk about that. That like you acting like niggas don't pay homage to other niggas. Just not. I'm not gonna say steal, but Biggie. Jay did with Biggie. Everyone does that type of shit. Lil
Okay,
Wayne does it.
but they looking at Soldier Boy like who is this nigga? It's Soldier Boy. Like nigga Drake paid
hmm
homage to him, so that means he heard the shit.
Of course.
Before this, I didn't know Soldier Boy said that shit first.
Yeah, me neither. Because no one listens to Soulja Boy like that anymore. He's not hot like that. He's gonna be
Exactly.
hot now.
Drake
He's
listened
definitely
to him
gonna be
though.
hot.
Apparently,
Yeah, he definitely does. He definitely does. But I don't feel like I feel all right. I feel like
How
Soldier
can you
Boy.
have
Go ahead.
been the person with the best comeback? What was his comeback?
He does. He didn't have a comeback.
the red
Not in
hat.
What?
2018.
Yeah, well,
Not.
that's what. But so then it don't count because it damn sure was the whole thing was Charlemagne said that Meek Mill had the best comeback, right? Wasn't that the whole reason this all started? Because they
Yeah,
said Meek Mill had the best comeback.
yeah. Meek Mill had the best comeback, which I agree.
Which is true. I mean,
He
this
Yeah,
nigga
definitely did.
Soldier Boy fucking over sensationalizes everything he fucking talks about. But some of the shit he be saying is facts to back it up. So you can't argue
yeah,
with
I'm
that.
gonna disagree, but it all was because he tried to say he had the best comeback. I haven't heard a song yet.
I mean, he knows how to get his name back in the mix. Niggas wasn't
Yeah, that's
talking about him
true.
before.
That's true. I mean,
Yo,
like.
you don't
Go
have
ahead.
to like him, but you gotta respect what the fuck he's doing. Like he's doing shit to get his name out there.
I don't.
Niggas is
Oh,
talking about him.
I don't like
I
him.
don't.
I'm
I don't
just
respect him.
confused.
Why do I have to respect what he's doing, Kev? Why do I gotta respect it?
You talking about him, right?
Yeah, because we got a podcast. we have
But
to. We have to
it's a
talk about
hot topic. It's a hot topic.
it. It's a hot topic.
Whether y'all think he crazy or y'all riding with him, like he knows how to get his name back in the mix, and it's
Listen,
in the
all I know,
mix.
you right about that. But all I'm saying is you gotta do it a little bit more intelligently. All right, he's been doing with the game console, right? That's basically Chinese knockoffs from this website AliExpress or Alibaba.com. What they do is you order from bulk over there, you pay a certain price, they send it. It's drop shipping. So he's saying that he got. That's why. That's why Ack was like, "Yo, why don't you got your name on this shit?" Because he can't put his name.
So
He can't put his name on the shit. So it's
that
like he's doing.
whole
Go
go ahead,
ahead.
my fault. Now I'm
No,
just
no.
saying that whole
Mhm.
fucking everyday struggle little interview pissed me the fuck off because them niggas was just there to hate on the kid, like, and that's a
I don't even
fact.
think. Yeah, we gonna talk about that shit too. We definitely gonna talk about that shit. But I was saying that he's basically doing what the Chinese guys or whatever the African guys, the Chinese guys were doing on the subway in New York City, like since 2000, since '95. He's
It's a
selling
hustle.
knockoff console. It's a hustle,
It's a
but where
hustle.
it's a hustle, right? But where
It's
he
getting
fucked
them
up
rich.
is, but
Sell
all right,
bootleg shit in
but
public.
look, where he fucked up is they don't advertise the shit. Those Chinese,
Exactly.
you don't see no billboards and all this shit with it. Oh, we selling it. They don't sell it. They sell it out their backpack. Soldier Boy's going on a press run, like
To sell
like for his
bootleg,
console to sell
And
bootleg
niggas
consoles.
and
bootleg
niggas is
shit.
buying it. Niggas is buying it though, so you
Not no
gotta
more.
respect it.
Yeah,
Not
and
no
he
Clearly,
more.
because it's
probably
not for
he gonna
sale.
have to probably give refunds.
But
Exactly.
if y'all
He made
listen
it.
to
Go
the
ahead.
interview, he said that's because version 2 is coming out. I don't know if it's any
You
truth
don't
to that.
believe? Are you
Yo,
trolling
you
me?
gotta,
Yo, Kev,
yo,
are you
son, you
trolling?
gotta respect what this nigga's doing. Like,
Yo, Kev, you trolling? There ain't no
yo,
version 2 coming out for this shit. You
nigga,
feel me?
you heard a get in where you fit in. This nigga definitely getting in.
He's about to
Niggas,
fit in jail. Like
niggas is
you
buying
can't
his
do
shit.
that.
Niggas is
All right.
buying his shit. He's
Yes, and
making
now
money.
Nintendo
Yeah, they're
knows. Now
buying it, but they're
Microsoft
not
knows.
buying it.
Yeah, now Sega knows. Now, like everyone knows now. Like you gotta do that shit on your hush shit. You don't take out an ad if you selling illegal merchandise. Like, come on. Yo, come on now. Like we all from the hood here. You're not gonna say, yo, I got that raw and put that shit on a billboard on I-95. Like, come on, I got that Blue Magic, I got the best shit out. Like, you don't do that. So that's why I think he fucked up. If he would have just kept that shit a little bit low, and not go on Breakfast Club and nationally syndicated in 100 and something markets and say, yo, I'm selling this, then he would. As soon as that interview came out, his website got taken down. As soon as it came out, he's just being a little bit too rambunctious with his shit. I feel he need to stop.
And I don't see the
Feel me?
problem with that. He trying to make money. I
Yo,
salute that nigga.
don't never see the problem when niggas
Dog, I
is
Yeah,
trying.
son.
salute that nigga. He
Last
trying to
week
get
he ain't see
money.
a problem with the bitches on Instagram.
Yo,
Oh my god.
it's a dog eat dog world out here, man. You gotta get in where you fit in.
He about to get eaten. He about to get eaten by the bigger dogs. Nintendo, Sony, Sega. He's about to get eaten. That's crazy. He don't got no licensing for that, and that's a lie. But you brought up the Everyday Struggle interview. How do you feel about that interview?
I feel like them niggas is hating. All three of them. All three of them. They acting like they not in a. They acting like they weren't in the presence of a multi-millionaire. That nigga's an entrepreneur, regardless of how he did it. Like he did it. So
Mm-hmm.
you gotta respect that. And this chick, what the fuck is her name?
Nadeska.
Nadeska. Why she gonna ask the nigga, why do you own so many businesses? Bro, you fucking serious? You fucking serious? Are you fucking serious, my nigga? She
I
got me
mean,
so tight with that. Why do you own so
I,
many businesses? Bitch, how many
I,
businesses you own?
let me play that. All right, let me play devil's advocate. Let me play devil's advocate. Running a business is hard. All right, if you got I feel like because I tried, right? It's hard. Running a business is hard, especially getting up off the ground and stuff. So I feel like where she was coming from, why not focus all your energy and efforts on one business, making sure that thrives, and then moving on to your next business. She probably felt like he's putting his eggs in too many baskets, and that everything's going to fall and crumble because of that.
That's not for her to say though. The way
You're
she
right.
said it, it came off as straight hate. Why do you own so many businesses? Because I can.
You're right. It did, and I feel like that was a big issue with all of them, especially after Joe left. That they don't have. I don't know their background like that, but especially act and stuff. I feel like he doesn't have the social skills to convey whatever he's trying to say in a way that doesn't come off a certain type of way where he's gonna get punched in his face. And the Deska is trying to troll, but she's not a good troll, so it just comes off as insincere. And Wayno, like you saw what Wayno did when Soldier Boy was getting up in his face and stuff, and Wayno was just like, yo, blah, blah, blah. Like he tried to stand up for himself, and Soldier Boy just put him right back down in his place. I'm like,
Yeah, I
yo,
seen that.
if you gonna try to stand up for the honor of your show, go all the way. Don't be on no bitch shit. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna let no one come on this show and just disrespect my co-host and everything, and then pretend like I'm gonna try to put him in his place, and then in turn get put back in my place. Like he looked like a whole fool for that. That
They
shit was
all
crazy.
looked foolish. They was hating. They gonna ask him why his name wasn't on the box. I would have been like, why you don't have a game console? Nigga, why don't you have one? I got one. Why you ain't got one?
Yeah, you're right. Yo, Queen, what you think about all this?
Honestly, I didn't see this. I don't even know who none of them people are y'all talking about.
Uh
I
huh.
just Soldier Boy wants to keep his money. He needs to fall the fuck back, send
Right.
all these people a refund, and do the shit the right way.
Exactly. That's what I'm. That's all we're saying, Kev. Do it the right. Like you can have your business, you can have your games. Just don't release unlicensed ROMs and emulators, and then just get your
You
shit
only
all
gonna
tied up.
fuck yourself over.
Maybe
That's
he
what I'm
thought the
saying.
business was. Maybe he not that business savvy. Maybe he thought the business was legit. I
If
mean,
then
we don't know
just
that it's not legit.
people.
I mean, what?
I know that it's not legit.
How you know it's not legit? So if he comes back out with it again, what are you gonna say?
If he comes
He
back out, all right, go
that
ahead.
again.
What happened? What happened, Rean?
He can't come out with that again. It's a wrap.
How you know? If he, I
Because that
feel
was, first of all, because what he did was actually a really fucking good idea. And the fact that he tried to do it without licensing, they're going to shut him down. They're never going to license the shit to him. And if anything, they're going to figure out a way to come up with it on their own because it's their games anyway. He fucked himself.
I just want to know
That's
what y'all gonna say if he comes out with the shit again. That's all I want to know.
Good for you. And thank God you somehow managed to finagle this shit.
exactly. But I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why he can't come out with it again. There's no way that he's ever gonna get the licensing because Nintendo and Sony and everyone like that are already releasing classic retro consoles under their own umbrella. So why would they sell the licensing for the games that they're trying to sell already to Soldier Boy so he could get all the profit? Like they're coming out with the Super Nintendo classics. They got the classic store on PSN and everything, and on Xbox Live they got classic games. So why would they, in their right mind, as a business, sell the licensing to the games that they're already trying to sell to Soldier Boy so he can sell it for cheaper and get more profit? Why would they do
Because it's
that?
a business and they want money.
Yeah, but they can make more money doing it themselves.
You
Exactly,
know that?
which is what they're trying to do. Yeah, that's why they're doing it.
All right.
Well, I'm not trying to shit on anybody's opinion or anything. I just feel my opinion like he's crazy for that shit, and he needs to try to do something else for that. But but I want to see. It was a hot week for him last week, very hot, scorching, right? So apparently he came out with a song. Has anyone heard the song?
Nah,
Absolutely
I ain't
not.
hear it. I ain't hear it.
So is this press run to get him hot for the comeback as for music or for something else that we have yet to be
It
seen?
don't matter what it's for. He's garnering attention. So whatever he's planning on doing, niggas is gonna be watching.
But we didn't hear the song.
I didn't hear it because I personally don't like Soldier Boy's music.
You did all this standing up for him. You don't even like his music.
Yeah, right.
I don't have to like his music. Like I like what he's
You
doing,
just
what
like
he's trying
his
to do.
attitude.
He like his hustle. He
Yes,
like his
I like
hustle.
what he's trying
Respect
to
the
do.
hustle.
There's nothing wrong with
That's
that.
that's true. You right.
Yeah, I won't know nothing about it.
But all
I
right,
don't know about any of this because he was on the Breakfast Club.
that's a fact. So all right, so all of this is garnering attention for him, and people, he's in everyone's mouth. Pause. Right. So if he releases a song that doesn't do well, which I don't know the stats on it, but 3 out of 3 people on this podcast right now hasn't heard the song. I haven't seen the song being reposted. I haven't seen anything about the song. So is this, and he can't sell those consoles right now. He can't sell anything right now. Is this press run considered a fail?
I'd say, yeah, because I don't know nothing about it.
There you go.
I'd say no because with streaming nowadays, niggas is gonna look for a song just to see what the hell he's talking about, even if
But I
it's one
thought
of
the
his old
song
songs.
was out already.
But I'm saying even if it's one of
Mhm.
his old songs, people are gonna go back to the shit, just like they did with
R. Kelly,
Mr. Robert, just
Robert
like they did
Kelly.
with him. They
We
go back to
said,
the old shit.
he who
I
shall
did.
not be
mhm.
named.
I did. Oh yeah, you're right. He who should not be named. I did see a report saying that ever since his antics, we're talking about Soldier Guy. Ever since his antics, that his music did see a 72% bump on all streaming platforms.
Nah, I
So,
mean,
so that is some sort of a win.
shit
But
ain't
let's
a
just see if
fail.
that. Let's just see if that converts with his new music though, and let's just see what his demographic is. I'm sure he won't be
Don't even
talking.
matter. Salute to Soldier Boy.
Salute to Soldier Boy for whatever he's doing, right? All right, so let's just see. He definitely has 2019 the biggest comeback so far, at least for January of 2019. But we still got 11 more months to go, so I guess we're gonna see what's going on. But
I
apparently,
don't think that's a reach, but all right.
that's
That's
a reach. I mean, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Apparently, Future's also trying to make a comeback. He did release a new album, which that I did not listen to, but he also released some more of his opinions on Russell Wilson and Sierra's relationship. How do you guys feel about an ex speaking on their relationship, especially in this situation, in the public eye?
Um, first of all, let's just keep it 100.
What's up?
If Future and Russell Wilson was to fight, y'all don't think Russell Wilson will whoop his ass?
Russell Wilson is beating the brakes off. He's
Bro,
beating the brains off this nigga.
are you fucking
Like,
serious? Come
you
on,
that's
think
number
man.
one.
Let's be realistic. Like, you
I
think
think
Russell Wilson will
Future,
whoop the brakes
Why?
off of this
Why
nigga?
Future? Why do you think Future?
cause just cause you big, don't mean you can fight.
All right, he's
All right,
big, pause, strong, the nigga fast, so he'll get out of
athletic.
there. He'll get out of there if shit gets
Yeah,
sticky.
exactly. Like, I mean, we don't know what Future could do. I've never seen Future in a fight. And to
We
Future might
never
me,
have hands.
one of them in a
he
fight.
might he might have hands, but if it's two niggas that I don't know that I've never seen in a fight, and I'm just going off of everything that we've seen in the media, I'm going with the nigga that's athletic. Always. I'm always going with the nigga that's athletic. You feel me? Like Russell Wilson takes hits for a living. You feel me? He gets paid millions of dollars to get hit by 300-pound men every week and every
That's
day.
true.
Going with the
In
diesel
practice.
nigga.
I mean,
Going with
but
the diesel nigga that
Future
don't do
has
drugs.
consumed a large amounts of drugs, so he may not feel anymore.
That's a fact. And apparently he's been, crying for help ever since he came out here talking about how he wants to die, and we just been dancing to his music. So maybe he just doesn't care. Maybe he just doesn't care, and he's just gonna go all out and like fight like those people in high school that those people at high school that used to sit on the other side of the cafeteria. If you ever seen them in a fight, they fight like they don't care about life. Like this is their last day, and they're going to be. It is a wrap. They've been training for this moment their whole life. So, but yeah, I'm still going. I'm still going with Russell Wilson. Just the fact that he's athletic. He's athletic, and he plays two sports. Come on,
Listen,
he's not just a football player.
yo, Russell Wilson ain't gonna take too much more Future shit. Like Future stay talking
He
about him for
shouldn't.
no reason. Like
He
no
shouldn't.
reason.
He
I
shouldn't. But he's
don't know.
too nice. He's too nice of a
Future
guy.
Yeah.
that daddy. Y'all are fathers. You if you upset about some shit, you think somebody gonna beat your ass when it comes to your baby?
Dog. If it was Marshawn Lynch, he wouldn't have that same energy.
Bruh, no one would.
He would
That
not
is
have
a
that same
fact.
energy.
That is a fact. But ever since since Russell Wilson's conveyed as like the corny guy and all of this, and he got like a Jerry curl or whatever his hair looked like. He kind of looks corny, but
Girl, he nice kid. He got good hair.
yeah, you're right. You're right. But everyone thinks that he's
Right.
corny, so of course
People
he's the
do
easy
shit
guy.
on people that look like him because they're nice. But those actually, you know what? Now that we talk about his personality, I might have to change my answer. Because nice people, those are the scary motherfuckers because they not used to
They
fighting
got
and shit.
fire.
Yo, so
Yup.
when you people like that out of their element, those are the people that you find standing over a dead body crying. Like the fuck is you crying for? Because
That's
they
a
ain't
fact.
you to do it.
That's a fact. And just to say that Russell Wilson, he's a leader. He's an alpha. I would feel like Russell Wilson's an alpha, right? He's an alpha male of the team, of a Super Bowl winning team with the back-to-back Super Bowls. He's the alpha male of that team. I don't think that Future has ever been in a fight in his life. Ever. I'm just go on record saying that shit. That he's never been in a fight in his life. I don't think that he would win a fight. I think that all this tough talk is just to get back in the new. He just got an album that came out. He's trying to get on since Russell Wilson was in the playoffs and everything. He just stopped. I feel like this is all a play to garner some sort of reception from his new album that just came out. I hear it's good, but it kind of diverts away from what he usually talks about. It's not about I don't know, but I heard that it was about like it wasn't about drugs and all this stuff. So of course it's not
Because
going to
he's
be received.
trying not to be, I guess, he's trying not to be a drug addict anymore.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's
He's
saying.
trying not to, I guess he wants to live and shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. But all right,
I
Kev.
mean,
So
what more is it? Like, why else stop?
Back to the original topic though. I feel
mhm,
like Future had a good point when he said that he didn't really meet Russell Wilson
mhm,
Before she
until
had him.
until way after, like he had met his kid and all that, and Future
mhm.
didn't even meet the nigga yet. I feel like he got a point. Like you
All
shouldn't
right,
be
I got you.
jacking
And
up with
agree.
niggas if the other parent didn't meet yet.
Hmm. But
I
is
agree.
that you agree? But is that on? Who is that fall on though? Like, who do we blame for that? Do we
Ciara.
blame? Yeah, exactly. Do we blame Sierra? Do we blame Future? Do we blame Russell Wilson? We don't know if Future was even Future. Apparently, I'm not. Allegedly wasn't even in that kid's life like that. So why is Russell Wilson trying to jump through hoops to go see some Atlanta rapper drug addict that wouldn't? Like why does he need to get his permission to go date Sierra if he's not even in the child's life like that?
I
That's
mean,
what I'm
Well, I
saying.
well,
don't think
yeah, that's
his
where the
problem
situation
was.
varies.
I don't think he gives a fuck about what he does with Ciara. I think it's just before you. Well, I don't know. I'm a parent. Nobody's ever met my children. I
Hmm.
have also not met nobody, but if I did, they still would not meet my children until I felt like, because ain't gonna be that back and forth shit. Like the next
Right.
person,
That's a
if
fact.
if there's the next person, when you meet them, it's already because I'm like, all right, he gonna be around for a very long time. And I
Hmm.
feel like before my kids met him, even if he didn't necessarily meet their father, me and their father would need to have a conversation like, listen, I've been dating this guy, this XYZ. I'm going to introduce the children to him. You know what I'm saying? So even if they don't meet each other, and I'm be like, this is who he is, because people be trying to do all that hiding bullshit. Like if you gonna have kids around people, fuck all that shit. People need to know who the other one is, and if you gotta hide that person, then maybe that person don't need to be around the kids.
That's a fact.
Facts.
That's a fact.
You could fuck the whole world. Your kids don't need to meet none of them people or know what the fuck you doing.
That's true. That's true. So even even after that, right? Like not even talking about like the kid situation, right? He still commented on their relationship. He said something like, "Oh, he's not a man. He lets Sierra tell him whatever to do. He says he does whatever Sierra tells him to do." Like they're married. Like why is that? Number one, why is that even an issue? If they're happily married, right? Why does it matter if he does quote unquote whatever Sierra tells him to do? Like, does he want to create dissension in the relationship? Like, why would you even self sabotage a relationship like that just
I
to
don't
be
know.
macho?
I don't know what this nigga trying to do, but I ain't even his place to speak on that. I mean, you ain't in a relationship with her. Like, if that's what that man wants to do, then that's what that man wants to do.
That's a fact. Go ahead, Queen.
Oh no, that's good for him.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like if the relationship works, right, and both people are happy, of course, if Russell's not happy that he's doing whatever Sierra's telling him to do, then it should be something that's being spoke upon in that relationship, right? But even if Russell was happy, if he's just being a yes man to his woman and they're being happy and they're creating businesses and they're trying to create a new MLB team in Oregon, like they're doing big things. You feel me? It's not like they're struggling or like anything like that in a happy relationship, whether he's being a simp or not. So why is that number one? Why is that anyone's business? And number two, why is that Future's business to even comment upon?
That's a fact.
You feel me? So that shit's just weird to me. I feel like you shouldn't speak on anyone's happy relationship. You shouldn't speak on anyone's relationship, period. But you shouldn't, especially if they're happy and shit like that. You definitely shouldn't be speaking about anyone's relationship, especially if your future with six baby mamas and you're not married and everything like that. You should be the last person to speak on how a man should be treating a woman. You feel me? Future Hendrix. Alright. What is wrong with you?
Nevadius.
Nevadius. Oh God. Right? That fucking name. Especially with that name, you shouldn't be speaking about anything.
Yo, you and people's names really bother you, Toe.
I mean, cause alright. Like who else's name? Who else's name besides Nevadius?
Lil Fizz.
Oh my God, Fizz. There should be nothing fizzing about a grown ass man. That's number one. So we not gonna we ain't gonna speak on that shit. This nigga is like 40 and people still walking around calling him Lil Fizz with 2 Z's. Come on, son. Fuck out of here. What's your real name? David. Like, let's just call you that. let's just call you that, John. Like, what the fuck, bro? No fizz. Nothing's fizzing on this end of the microphone, right? Fuck out of here. But we ain't gonna talk about that shit no more. So are we done with Future Sierra? Is there any more comments that we want to make on there?
Nah,
I just feel like, yo, if you ain't doing your job as a father, don't be mad at the next nigga for doing what you not doing.
That's
all
a
I'm
fact.
saying. That's all
That's
I'm
a
saying.
fact.
Like, you can't be mad. Can't be
Yo,
mad. Like,
we should have a billboard with that shit. Since you and I, we're two good fathers, right? We're in our children's lives all the time, every day, damn near. Like, I kind of feel the way when some deadbeat father ass niggas trying to tell another good father how he should treat his wife or treat his kids and stuff like that. You feel me? That's just me personally. Like, don't tell this nigga how to treat his family if you like have 6 different families and you can't just chill with one and you're always up in bow wows like ex-girlfriends DMs and trying to impregnate. That's a weird nigga though. How you trying to deal with every female that Shad Moss like deals with? Like,
yo, I just have to say, my friend
Bow
sent
Wow's a
me a
legend.
text message the other day, and
I
it
feel
said,
that.
"It's 2019. Ain't nobody worried about baby daddies. There's stepdaddies everywhere. Stepdaddy, shark doo 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 doo." Yo, I was years.
Yo, that shit
So
is crazy.
yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. Russell, stepdaddy, shark doo 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 doo.
So, capping off this whole beef week and everything like that, apparently Cardi B and Tommy Lauren, or whatever the hell her name is getting into some sort of Twitter arguments, beefs, and there were words being exchanged. Cardi B and not so much words said that she'll basically beat the shit out of Tommy Lauren. How we feel about this?
I feel like Tommy Lauren is pussy.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. She shouldn't be speaking on anybody from the hood,
Cardi
especially
was like,
adding them.
She just shouldn't speak. I don't like her.
Cardi was like, "Don't start with me. I'll dog walk you."
Yeah, exactly.
She
She
Like,
was like, "I'm sure you will," because she don't even know what the fuck that is. She was like, "I'm
that's a
sure you
fact.
will." Then she was like, "Somebody Google my one half black friend and find out what that means."
What dog walk means? Yeah, she definitely didn't know that shit. Is that a good um? Is that a good move for Cardi B? Like,
Dog,
Um,
the message
Fuck
that she
it,
was
yeah.
delivering.
Sometimes you just gotta say certain shit. Fuck it.
mm-hmm. Go ahead,
But
Kev.
I'm just saying the message she was trying to deliver. It was great. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it was real. That's what's going on. Like, niggas is working, not getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas food stamps is about to get cut off. Like, this is all over a wall. Like, come on now.
yeah,
That's a
I
fact.
definitely shared that video, and my caption definitely was like, "People love to call her dumb." And just because she might not have a formal education, there's a difference between being intelligent and being educated. So just because she doesn't have, a wall full of degrees and diplomas doesn't mean she's not smart. And just because she can't speak the way certain people speak doesn't mean she doesn't know what she's talking about. And I just like that she did that because there's a lot of people like her and I see them and work with them every day.
That's a
They
great
don't
point.
have like, you know, what people call, they don't know how to quote unquote speak white, but that doesn't mean they're not intelligent or don't know what's up or what they're talking about. You, just like they don't speak your language, you don't speak their language. It's not that they're not smart, you just speak two different languages.
That's true.
And video, she said, made a comment about maybe I need to improve my vocabulary so people don't think I'm dumb. And I say no. Should improve her vocabulary, but fuck what these people think. Improve it for yourself so you have a better understanding of words, and as a parent can educate your child better. Fuck these people, because she could learn every word in the dictionary. They still gonna think she's dumb.
That's
a fact. You made a good point. I'm sorry, Kev, to cut you off, but you made a good point that I really want to touch on at another podcast. You said that just because you said something about quote unquote speaking white. And I have this conversation, I have this argument with a lot of people about what speaking white means, or the correct, or the quote unquote correct way to speak and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna touch on that now because I think we're running off a little bit in time. But I want to make a note that we're going to talk about this topic maybe next week or sometime in the future, because that is another. I'm not even going to say it. Yeah, please write it down. I'm not even gonna say what my stance on that is. I feel like the audience could tell by my tone how I feel about when people say that shit.
Yes, that's why I have to say quote unquote.
Yeah, we'll definitely speak about that. But Kev, what you trying to say before? My bad, man.
Now, I was gonna say that, like, the cool thing about this whole thing was, like, some of the politicians debating on Twitter on whether or not they should retweet it.
Cardi B.
So, yeah, it's politicians
that's
debating
dope.
on Twitter whether or not they're gonna retweet the Cardi B video. I mean, by talking about it on Twitter, they indirectly telling people,
they agree.
Page, but that was cool. So clearly, people are listening to her.
That's dope. I like that. Yeah, no matter what Cardi B says, like, no matter what anybody from the quote unquote liberal side of things, the liberal side of the spectrum, the conservatives are always gonna have some bad shit to say about it. So it doesn't really matter how Cardi B speaks or what she says or how she says it or how she delivers it. Someone over there is always gonna have a problem with it and just nitpick and do some dumb shit. So she's trying.
Cardi, you learn your words for you, boo. We got your back. We know you not dumb.
She's from the Bronx, son. You heard?
That's a fact. That is definitely a fact. We have anything else to say about that situation?
I'm good.
We Gucci off that, Queen?
Fuck the wall.
Oh yeah, definitely fuck that wall, man. And open
fuck
up
Donald Trump, you heard?
It's a fact. Open up the government too. People struggling out here. I don't know how people are still like getting by off of not getting paid. Paying, you working 40 hours a week and stuff like that. You're not getting any payment. Like, how you paying your rent? How you paying your bills? How you eating? Like, this shit just makes no sense to me. I want to have someone on the podcast so we can actually talk about how they're going about, this government shutdown and having to work and not being paid. That shit is stupid to me. At
furloughed.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
I don't know how, I don't know, maybe it's just me, because I got a certain attitude about me, but I would be at work every day in everybody's ear. Yo, we not coming in, and if we do come in, we not doing shit. You want me to fucking work paid? Yo, I'm going to keep it so 100. I had a job. I'm not going to say where I was working. They had those little, they give you, debit card or whatever, and your paycheck goes there. So you can either have your paycheck go onto the debit card they give you, or you have the direct deposit to your bank account. But that takes a few weeks to kick in. So there were 2 pay periods that I did not get paid. So the second time, when it happened, I didn't go to work, and they called me and they were like, "Hey, you coming in?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "What do you mean no?" I was like, "Yo, when you have a job, you get paid. I'm not fucking stepping foot back in that building until that check hit. Only 2 people work for free, slaves and volunteers. When I signed that motherfucking contract, it didn't say slave or volunteer. It said employee.
In the fine print.
Yo, I don't give a fuck how
Fact.
fine that shit was. You gonna fucking pay me if you want me to work.
That's a fact. And I'm glad you coming with so much ferocity when it comes to
Yo,
that
because
shit. Cause
I have a strong feelings about paychecks, and if a motherfucker show up, they need that guap.
I'ma just say to close off. It's funny that they expect people to work for free, but they would not like it if you came to work and did nothing and expect to get paid for that. So I feel like they
Oh,
should keep the same energy. Definitely keep the
looks
same.
like slavery in America all over again.
I knew some shit like this was gonna happen when Donald Trump got in office, but
For
that's neither here nor there
This is so
because
disappointing.
very man.
any of the insecure fans out there, I just want to say I hate slavery.
Yo, you crazy. So what about this gay superhero movie that they're talking about that they're going to try to produce or they're trying to run scripts through? Like what's like who can tell me something about this?
Well,
Uh,
Lee Daniels is that boy. I don't know if Pink Boots is his name. I just see like everybody's writing Pink Boots, but he's that boy on Instagram that be flipping and doing mad shit. I shared one of his videos if y'all seen it on my page, but
Okay.
he's this black boy who is in hooker boots, and this nigga can fucking fight. He be doing all types of Bruce Leroy flip kicks. Like he'll fuck you up. And I tell people all the time, like people like to shit on gay people, but I think what people forget is gay man is the key word here. They might act like women, but they still men. They got the
They got
ferocity
hands.
of a woman, but the strength of a man. That combo is deadly, if you ask.
That's a fact, Kev. What you feel about all that?
I mean, I feel like, salute to him for doing that. I guess every type of individual, they need a
Representation,
superhero. Yeah, representation, exactly. So I mean,
that's a fact.
I don't have no issue with it.
Yeah, I definitely see a lot of people upset about it. I'm not upset. I think it's great because even if there's not a gay boy out there, there's some little sissy out there that's like, if he can do it, I can do it.
Wow,
But
we're not gonna say that. We're not gonna say God damn.
I just feel like yo, if you don't like it, don't watch the shit. I mean, you got your
That's a
shit,
fact.
you have to watch it. Like,
Speak with your money.
yeah.
Let your wallet speak for
You
you.
don't like it, don't support it. What the fuck? Don't be mad at other
That-
people if they want
that's
to
a
support
fact.
it though.
I feel like this is progressive. This is good. I feel it would be a good thing. They've already been dabbling in homosexual tendencies and themes in superhero movies. Like Deadpool was bisexual. He was making homosexual jokes and
Yep.
homosexual remarks and stuff like that. So I feel like that was kind of already a step in the direction of making a gay superhero movie. I don't think it'd be a bad movie. I really don't care. I would watch it and
I
everything.
just feel like, why is it so even weird to think about a gay superhero? Like, there's gay athletes, there's gay teachers, there's gay everything. So what makes you think there's not a gay superhero? First of all, superheroes ain't real anyway. So like, if you can fucking fly, you can be gay. Like,
Fam, it's 2019. You don't like the shit, don't support it. I mean, that's it.
That's a fact.
I mean, it
That's a
shouldn't be
fact.
nothing else to talk about. You don't like it, don't watch it.
But you already know how it is. This is 2019, but we're also in the era of Donald Trump. We're also in the era, the PC era. We're also in the era of people trying to tell people how to live their lives. So they feel like if there's a gay superhero, that's a step in the direction to where people be more open to gay things and there's going to be gay people flooding the streets and everything. There's already gay
yeah,
people flooding the streets with the parades and all
exactly.
stuff. So it's like everyone's always trying to tell everyone else how to live their lives or what to think and
Yeah.
how to act. So it's just
And
those
being
people.
around gay people and seeing gay things don't make you gay. I've never been around a gay
That's true.
person. Like, I've never once been around mad gay people and by the end of the day was like, she looks good. Like, nah. At the end of the day, I was still straight, they was still gay, and everybody had a good ass time. Like,
That's a fact. That's a fact. So we're
Yo,
all for the
yo,
gay. Go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna say, like, if anything, for the niggas, if y'all know somebody who gay, they gonna put y'all on with which one of the chicks fuck with you. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So
That's
they
definitely
will
a
hold
fact.
it down with the info.
Homosexual niggas are cool as shit. I don't have any problem with any homosexual people or any homosexuality thing. That's not for me. But, you know, I don't got no problem with something that doesn't affect my life in any sort of
Yeah,
type of way.
what you eat don't make me shit, so I don't care.
That's
Yeah.
definitely a fact. So I'm all for, I'm all for a gay superhero movie as long as it's good and it's not trash. Because I would say if a movie is trash, I don't care if the nigga's gay. I don't care if they're black. I don't care what's going on. If a movie's trash, it's trash. Just make it good. Just make it a good gay superhero movie, and that shit gonna sell. All right.
Yeah.
So we all good with that. And one last thing that we want to talk about, we usually like to end this podcast talking about a relationship type of situation. So we have a great question that I want to ask you guys. How long, right, is too long to try to make a relationship work before you call it quits with a person? Now, it could be for whatever reason. It could be for you don't like the way the person chews, or that person's a cheater, or you don't like how the person looks at nighttime or whatever. So how long is it to try to make a relationship work before you call it quits? What's too long?
What's too long is
What's too long?
the amount of time that you tolerate the shit. Everybody got a breaking point.
Mm-hmm.
So just because, okay, I might be done with somebody after a week, and just because another person is done with somebody after a year,
Mm-hmm.
that don't mean that they're wrong and I'm right. That just means their tolerance for shit is higher. So I don't think there's an amount of time that could be considered right or
Yeah.
wrong.
I feel like you shouldn't have to, like, I feel like once you get to the point where it's like tolerance level, that should
Mm-hmm.
be enough. Like, and I feel like once you're a certain age, you should just know shit. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I've always been a very self-aware person, but I feel
Right.
like it's certain shit that, like, come on. And I'm a true believer. Like, there's those people that be like, oh my God, but I've spent this much time. I'm the
Mm-hmm.
believer in, oh my God, but I got this much time left and I'm not finna waste no
Mm.
more.
That's true. That's true. Now, if we're talking about, all right, I want to touch on two things that two of you guys just said right now, right? First off, now, you talked about, Reem, you just said something about common sense. You made like a common sense thing, right?
I'm
You
more
gotta make,
logical than emotional, which is slightly, I think, a big part of my relationship issues, but that's another episode.
There's no such
that's
thing as
definitely
common
another.
sense.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I don't feel common sense is not common. Common
It's either
sense.
it's either you
Go ahead.
have sense or you don't.
Word.
I mean, we all got our own methods of thinking and our own brains for a reason.
Hmm.
So what makes sense to you is not necessarily going to make sense to the next person.
Exactly, because common sense is basically a culmination of everyone's past experiences, and you, no two peoples live the same life, right? Like water, maybe water is brown in New York, right? But
Not in Yonkers.
not in Yonkers, right? But water's blue in the Caribbean, right? So if you ask someone what color water is, right, who's never seen actual blue water, they're gonna be like, "Well, water's brown," and that's common sense to them. But someone from Dominican Republic is gonna say water's blue, and that's common sense to them. Common sense is not common. Right, so that's one thing that I used to have this conversation a lot with somebody that I used to date. They were like, "Oh, it's common sense that you don't do this." Common sense. I'm like, common sense isn't common, so stop
What
spewing that
they
shit at
should
me.
be saying water is clear because that's the color it is, but that's a different that's a
You
different
see?
topic.
There you go. And that's common sense to you. See?
Nah, but actually, well, that's a little bit different. What you're saying is what's facts to them. Because if you live somewhere where the water's dirty, then it's a fact the water's brown. And if you live somewhere where it's clean, it's a
Mhm.
fact that it's blue.
Well, that's still
So,
common sense,
I guess.
right? But anyways, back to what Kev was talking about. I forgot what I was about to say. God damn it!
Saying
This
that
memory
common
thing of
sense
mine.
is different. You were saying common sense is different for all people based off their past experience.
Nah, Kev said something else. Oh no, the tolerance thing, right?
Yeah.
What if someone has an infinite amount of tolerance because they just love the other person so much, it's going to tolerate everything the other person does.
Then that
that's
person
on
needs to
them.
learn to love themselves, because you sitting here tolerating shit that you shouldn't have to deal with, because you love yourself and you can move on.
Yo, listen to this. You ever notice how people outside of your relationship be madder at shit in your relationship than you be?
Yeah,
that's a
part
fact.
of that is love, because I ain't gonna front. Like, you can move on, but when people love you, they just want to hurt all the people that hurt you.
That's a fact. It's like, nigga, you mad at some shit that happened to me than I am about the shit. Like, my
That's a
tolerance
fact.
level for shit is
But
different
that's
than
how me and
yours.
my friends are, though. If a nigga make one of us tight, we'll be moved on, but the other one will still be like, I'm a kill this nigga. Like, I got a whole new boyfriend. Like, it don't matter. We still gonna fuck that nigga.
You be on your waiting to exhale shit.
Burn that nigga car.
Your thin line between love and hate shit.
Oh my god, I would hate to meet a female like that. That should be crazy. But yeah, like, I mean, I don't know. Like you said, Kev, everyone has a different type of tolerance level, so I don't really know how long is too long. I would say like maybe after a couple conversations where you keep talking about the same thing and nothing is changing. That's how you would know that, all right, maybe it's time for me to move on, because this person,
Facts.
I don't like this thing that this person does, whether it's, flirting with whoever that, they be around, or the way they're touchy with their friends or something like that. I spoke to the person a couple times about it. I spoke to the person once, maybe twice, and it's just not getting it. That's obviously something that's not going to change with them. That's who they are. That's how they are. And I think I should probably find somebody different.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like that.
Just because
people be comfortable. So some people would rather deal with somebody's consistent bullshit than be alone or have to start over. But I'm gonna be honest, I'd rather be alone, because I know what the fuck I'm doing. And I'd rather only worry about me than have to be arguing. Like, life is not about fucking arguing with somebody. Like, if I gotta fucking argue and fight with you, then we don't need to, and it's not even about romantic relationships. This is about anything. Like, if we can't get along, we don't need to be friends. We don't need to be lovers, fuck buddies, boyfriend, girl, whatever the relationship is. If me and you don't get along, we don't need to be around each other, period. And if it's certain situations where you gotta be around a person, then let's just keep it as professional as possible until we don't gotta be around each other no more. Like, people be so busy trying to hold on to some shit. Let that shit go.
Niggas rather be alone. Mm-hmm.
I would. I don't fight with me.
Until you out here singing Field Mile. I'm so sick of being lonely.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying like, oh, don't talk to nobody, but I'd rather wait until the right person comes and be lonely for a little bit of time than keep wasting time with someone there's only one person I've ever really like tried some shit, and that's with my kid's father. And that's because we had kids. Like, if we didn't have kids, what the fuck would we be wasting each other's fucking time for? And even that shit, we got kids and we not together. So it's like, we tried, it didn't work. Move on. Like, we gonna sit here and keep making each other miserable forever? No, that's dumb.
Yo, but another thing, like, just because like you realize that certain things a person do is just the way they are, that don't mean you have to tolerate it. I mean,
exactly.
That just all.
Because you love people don't mean you're supposed to be together. Sometimes the best thing you could do for people you love is not be with them.
Damn, that hits home right there.
That's some deep shit.
That's some deep shit. I like that shit. That being said, I appreciate you, Rean, for saying that, because I think you closed the show off perfectly by saying that shit. I want that shit to be like name of the podcast. I don't even know what the name of the podcast is going to be. I gotta go back and listen to this shit. It was a good one though.
The name of the podcast.
Yeah, wait. Let's end it with a Martin Luther King quote that has to do with what we was just talking about. Right, so anybody out there that's afraid to move on, Dr. Martin Luther King said, faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. Don't worry, you won't fall.
Damn, And with that being said, Free Max B and everything, thank you everyone for listening to this third podcast of the Random Notes Podcast. I'm Tone. That's Queen. That's Kev. We'll see y'all next week. All right.
Salute,
Promise y'all
salute,
that.
salute, salute.
Yes, yes. Spread love.
Have a good one, everyone.